West Asia continues to burn. The US and Israel have been carrying out strikes on Yemen. On Monday, the Israeli military carried out more than 10 strikes targeting Hodeidah port. And the Israeli strike came a day after the Houthis fired a missile near Israel's main airport. The strikes injured at least 21 people, according to Houthi-run health ministry. The extent of the damage at the port remains unclear, but the intensity of the strikes was enough to cause fire and severe damage to the container's berths. This port is the second largest in the Red Sea after Aden. It also is the entry point for about 80% of Yemen's food imports. The Israeli military is saying that the strikes were carried out in response to the repeated attacks by the Houthis against Israel. The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowed to retaliate for Sunday's missile attack, and the attack occurred Sunday morning. A Houthi ballistic missile had struck near the airport, injuring 8 people and leaving a 25-meter-wide crater just meters from the control tower. It was the only one of a series of missiles launched by the Houthis since March that was not intercepted by Israel. Houthi official Abdul Qadir al-Mortada had said in a post on the platform X that Israel should wait for the unimaginable. On the same day, the Houthis also declared a new war campaign against Israel, a new campaign that would basically see the Houthis impose a comprehensive aerial blockade on Israel by targeting its airports. The Yemeni group has resumed its attacks on Israel and Red Sea shipping following a brief suspension after the ceasefire between Hamas and Israel in Gaza ended. The Houthis, who control Yemen, have been firing at Israel and shipping in the Red Sea since the beginning of the war between Israel and Hamas in Gaza, and what they say is solidarity with the Palestinians. The Houthis Humanitarian Operations Coordination Center, which is a body set up last year to liaise between Houthi and commercial shipping operators, issued the warning. The Houthi statement, attached in email, it said, was sent to the International Air Transport Association, the global airlines body, and the United Nations International Civil Aviation Organization. This is the Houthis' response to Israeli plans to expand operations in Gaza, saying they are in solidarity with the Palestinians in Gaza. On Monday, Israel approved a plan to seize the entirety of Gaza and controlling aid to the Palestinian enclave. Netanyahu said in a video message that the new Israel operation would be intensive and would see more Palestinians in Gaza moved for their own safety. He said Israeli troops would not follow previous tactics based on short raids by forces based outside Gaza. The intention is the opposite. That's what he said, echoing comments from other officials who have said the country would hold on to the ground it has seized. As per the latest developments, Israeli troops have already taken over an area amounting to around a third of Gaza, displacing the population and building watchtowers and surveillance posts on cleared ground the military has described as security zones. But the new plan would go further. Israel's security cabinet approved plans for an expanded operation in the Gaza Strip, adding to signs that attempts to stop the fighting and return hostages held by Hamas have made no progress. And since the collapse of the ceasefire agreement in March, Israeli troops have been carving out wide buffer zones in Gaza, squeezing the 2.3 million population into an even narrower zone in the center of Gaza and along the coast, and shutting off the entry of aid trucks. Aid groups have warned the Israeli blockade risks a humanitarian disaster. Remember, so far, Israel's campaign on Gaza has laid waste to much of the Palestinian enclave, and more than 52,000 Palestinians have been killed in the war. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.